Hello there. So this is the final little video in the series that I've been doing that I've called the 4 W's. What are you eating? When are you eating it? How are you eating it? And now we come to the biggie of them all. Why are you eating? Now, this is something that we spend a lot of time looking at when we're on retreat, because of course we do want to look at what are you eating, when are you eating, and how are you eating it. And that's really looking at your physical relationship with food, understanding and reconnecting to foods that nourish your body and your brain, and then eating them in a way that is going to balance your blood sugar, support your hormones, and help you with your health goals. So those kind of things are all the physical, and that's very different, I should say, than just being a diet. And that's where diets fail time and time again. I'm always heard to say, all diets work and no diets work. All diets work in the short term, because when you make a short-term change to what you eat, your body will respond, and that can mean that you shed pounds and inches. However, why you eat is about your relationship with food. Very often when you ask people why they eat, they'll list off things like, because I'm bored, because I'm tired, because I'm upset, because I'm lonely, because it was a celebration, because I was rewarding myself, because I was treating myself, because life's too short. All of those are psychological reasons to be eating, because very rarely does somebody say, I eat because I'm truly hungry. Now, on retreat, we also talk a little bit about the difference between appetite and hunger. So appetite is the psychological desire to consume something. So you can have an appetite because you have walked past a bakery and you smell fresh bread. You could have an appetite because you're watching something on television and you see the condensation coming down a glass of wine and you think, oh, I'd fancy one of those. That would be lovely. Whereas true physical hunger is when your body is sending you physical cues that it has used up all of the fuel that you have given it and it is time to refuel. And it's really, first of all, understanding what those physical cues actually are and then being able to respond to them. So physical cues for hunger, first thing to say is don't confuse thirst with hunger, because they can feel very similar. Having kind of brain fog, having a headache, feeling a little bit kind of sort of like can't concentrate, possibly a bit dehydrated myself now. They're all signs of dehydration. By the time you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated. So staying hydrated throughout the whole day is really, really important, not only for your health and well-being from a dehydration point of view, but also to help you to distinguish between hunger and thirst. So let's make sure that you are not thirsty and stay hydrated through the day. The next thing then is, if you go back to the what to eat, we're looking at protein, fat and fibre, because they help to balance your blood sugar levels. When we have the blood sugar levels balanced, we know we're not going to get those dips and crashes. And when we're in a crash, we're really, really needing fast-acting carbohydrates, simple sugars, processed foods. Brain wants energy quickly. So we take away those physical things, first of all. We take away the thirst. We take away the blood sugar crashes. Then when we're listening to our body and thinking about the signs of true physical hunger, what we're listening for is the hunger hormone ghrelin. Now, I want you to remember ghrelin because it's the gremlin in your stomach. So when you have had that period of time that has elapsed, your stomach will release that little hormone to your brain to say it's time to refuel. And it'll feel like that kind of growly, gnawing sensation in your tummy. Now, listening to your body is a really important step to do that. So I want you to think for the next couple of days, every time you're going to put something in your mouth, ask yourself the question, why am I eating this? Am I eating it because it's 8:30, it's breakfast time, I haven't eaten anything since supper last night? Fabulous, go ahead, eat that. Are you about to put something in your mouth because it's 9 o'clock at night? You've had a really busy day. You didn't quite enjoy your supper. It didn't quite satisfy you. You're feeling a bit fractious about going into work the next day, and you find yourself pottering in and out of the kitchen looking for something to just take the edge off. That's when you want to be thinking about, why are you eating? Eating in a way that's nourishing your body and your brain. Remembering what you eat, when you eat and how you eat are going to help you manage that physical side of your relationship with food. But then comes the next biggie. Why are you eating? Because just changing what goes on your plate is only a part of it. The food is never the problem. The issue is around the driver, the desire that you have at those times that are nothing to do with true physical hunger, because you just want to eat something. Because in that moment, it's not about refueling, it's not about nourishing, it's about changing how you feel. So I want to challenge you for the next few days. I want you to think about, why am I eating this? And even just asking yourself that question, you might begin to notice that you start to make some different choices.